Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be going over how to use the different types of transmissions in FS22. We have 4 to go over. We have the variable or CVT transmission. We have the manual plus Powershift transmission. We have the manual transmission and the Powershift transmission. These are all pretty simple to use once you understand the concept of them and how to use them. We're going to start with the variable or CVT. This one is the simplest out of the 4 transmission types, and a lot of the tractors do have them, although some do not. So it is important to know how to use all the other ones as well. All you have to do for this is push W or S on PC, so your gas and reverse, just like in 19. So there's no manual gear shifting or anything to do with this tractor. It's very simple to operate, and yeah, pretty easy. Now if we come over here to the semi, we have the manual transmission, and to do this on PC it is plus and minus on the T-pad or on the number pad, and that's really all there is to it. You gotta shift through your gears to get up to speed, otherwise, as you can see, you'll hit high RPMs and low speeds. So if you shift through all your gears, there's 12 speeds on this semi, but you will eventually get to your top speed, and for this it is 51 miles an hour. So as you can see, it is fairly simple. Now this is on the standard manual transmission setting. If we come over here and switch it to manual with clutch, this is where you will have to use a clutch to not only, well, you do not have to use it to start the engine on this truck, but you do have to use it to shift. And if you shift and let out on the clutch without going, it will die. So when it is in gear, you do have to have the clutch in to start it. And to shift through all your gears, you will have to use the clutch. So it's not horrible or hard to do. I prefer the standard manual transmission instead of trying to use a clutch. But there are some people who would prefer using a clutch. So the manual transmission is not hard overall to use. If you know how to do it, then you'll be pretty good to go. And you kind of have to know how to do it if you're planning on using any of the pickup trucks or semis in the game. So we'll go ahead and take this to neutral and shut the engine off. Next we have the Powershift transmission, and like I said in the video going over the differences, this is an engine which is not automatic. It is manual, but it will die, but you do not have to use the clutch to shift. That is the cool thing about Powershift. The clutch is not required when you're wanting to shift, only when you are taking off. When you put it in the first gear, you're going to want to use the clutch, and when you're stopping. But yeah, it's pretty neat how they use this Powershift transmission. And if you did not see the video going over the differences, it could be helpful to go watch that to fully understand how the transmissions work if you are into that. Last, we have the manual plus Powershift transmission. It starts without the clutch. But you do have to use the clutch to shift. And like I said in my previous video, I am not sure what the whole deal about the manual and power shift transmission is. I could not find a lot of information on that, actually any. So here it is. You have to use the clutch to shift and take off, and as usual, so there's not really much to the transmissions in FS22. As long as you know how to use them, you will be good to go with any piece of equipment. All of the trucks and semis, like I said, are manual, so you will have to know how to use the manual if you plan on using any of those. But everything else pretty simple. The CVT or variable transmission, very easy to use. All you have to do is hit the gas. So that's about all there is to it. This is going to be the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this helped you out, and I will see you guys in the next video.